What's happening, folks? You're tuned into another episode of Exposure, exposing local talent across Toronto, the GTA, and the rest of the world. I am your host, Isaac, and for today, we have from the slums of Shaolin, a Wu-Tang affiliate, and also a member of the Killer Beez. We got Eternal.
What's good?
So Eternal, it's a pleasure having you on our show today.
Yo, peace, God, what's good? You know,
I never expected you to knock on our door, but yeah. So tell us, who is Eternal?
Man, Eternal. I'm one of the most dangerous MCs on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Born in the East, raised in the West. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a member of the West Coast Wu-Tang, West Coast Killa Beez, which is the group that RZA formed back in 1998. And basically throughout the years, you know what I'm saying, he picked us up, you know, and then the, other members, you know what I'm saying, started to come along behind. Mm-hmm. So this is who I am. I'm Eternal of Killa Beez. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beast on the mic. And yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be out here in Toronto, you know what I'm saying, on the Xposure, you know what I mean?
Okay, you sound a bit like you got too for a second. So tell us, who is Eternal?
Me as an individual, I'm a lyricist, I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? I'm an actor, I'm a human being. I'm a God body, I'm a soul, I'm a spirit. I'm a black man that walks this earth, you know what I'm saying? Shoes of concrete, hands of steel, body of gold, mind of power, you know? And me as an individual, you know what I'm saying, coming from the slums, raising, you know what I'm saying, being raised in the streets, you know, just coming from the hard knocks and just really just, trying to, take life like a grain of salt with my back against the grain, you know what I mean? It's almost like living life like 12 years a slave, you know what I'm saying? And beating all the odds, you know what I'm saying? To rise to the top, above sea level, you know what I'm saying? To definitely just come out here and spit with an magnetic force, you know what I'm saying? And just definitely just, drop bombs and molecules on these cats and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Me as an individual, I'm just another entity that walks this earth, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be here, through the Almighty upstairs. So, but yeah, that's who I am, though, homie. I'm Eternal, West Coast Killa Beez in the building, Wu forever. But yeah, man, I'm one of the most dangerous dudes on the mic. So, I don't know how else to let you know what's going on.
That's like the best response we had on all our shows we did. But yeah. So, how did you get into rapping?
Man. You know what I mean? I guess like when I was younger, as a youngster, I was always into music and everything. My mom bought me the Michael Jackson doll that came with the microphone when I was like 6 years old, and you got the microphone and you go to any radio and you can talk and hear yourself through the radio. So I guess like stardom kind of like started there, you know what I'm saying? So big ups to the Michael Jackson doll that came with the mic back in what, 1983, 82? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, this was like way back in the 80s, son. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, and I just think that, growing up throughout the years, you know what I'm saying, and just, I started to build that accumulation. I made my first little rap tape when I was 7 years old. There was some Mexican DJs that lived on our block, man, and, they always would spin and stuff like that. And those are the same dudes I used to go up to and be like, yo, you got the new Fat Boys record, let me get a copy of that. So I used to go steal my mom's cassette tapes and put the toilet paper and record over her tapes and stuff, son. Remember that? We put the toilet paper to record over the tapes and stuff, son. So one day I was just over there, the mic was there and started messing around and, you know what I mean? And they made a little tape. I was kind of excited, to go on my block, 7 years old, like, yo, I made a tape. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be like the Fat Boys, the Run DMC, LL Cool J, Eric B, Rakim, and all the other great legends out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just throughout the years of growing up, about the time I was like 14, I started taking things to the pad and the pencil. And then, the malls used to have these little karaoke spots, you know what I mean, where you can bring they had their own little music and stuff, where they had their own little list of genre of stuff you can go spit on.
Which city was this in?
This was in Cali. Okay. This was actually in Cali, yo, up in Escondido, California at North County Fair Mall. This is like back in like 1993, you know what I mean? And really what happened was, man, I was like, yo, can I bring my own stuff? They was like, yeah. So I was down at the record store back in the day. They used to call them Warehouse before they went extinct. like dinosaurs. And I went down there and grabbed like some Mac 10 singles. Back in the day, you used to cop the single, you get the instrumental. So I went down there and, used to cop like Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying, some EPMD, and just get that really just rugged, raw, nasty, grimy, that type of stuff that wants you to walk in the house and smack your mama with it. You know what I mean? And just come on it, son. And I used to go on there and just freestyle and just really just eat these lyrics up and these bars and these beats and just freaking just lose my mind. I mean, like banging your head against the wall like a white boy at a rock concert. Just really just losing it, son. And I got into it. And about the time 1994 came, I dropped my first tape. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I just been having the passion for music ever since. You know, I'm 36 years old now, and proud to say I've been doing this music stuff for over 21 years.
Wow. So were there any challenges you faced when you started, or?
Oh yeah, man, there was a lot of challenges. You know what I mean? Just the whole thing of just writing lyrics and just, you know what I'm saying, and really just accumulating the thought and the whole mental process of just laying down a foundation to sit there and write lyrics, breaking down the nouns, compounds, syllables, and abbreviations and stuff to really just format and really just go at people's brains with it. It's a formula. It's mathematics. Everything in this world is about mathematics. And with me, I was an orphan. I was in foster homes or group homes for like 13 years of my life. My mom used to smoke dope. And, you know what I'm saying, she was taking the pipe, to the face back in the 80s and shit, excuse my language, but, and stuff. And my mom really had a hard time growing up, and, you know what I'm saying, she was around that time when crack.
The 80s, the crack era.
Yeah, 70s, son, when the government and them politicians put cocaine in the hood, you know what I'm saying, to sit there and really demolish and just disintegrate and just evaporate, exterminate, and terminate our black people. Brothers got hooked on it. My mom was a Black Panther, you know what I'm saying?
She was?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was actually, she was one of the little usher girls back in the day when she was younger with Tupac's mom.
Oh, okay.
So they used to sit the people down at the seat. She was an usher girl, her and Pac's mom, back in this is probably like in the 60s, it's like
60s or 70s.
Yeah, like 65, somewhere around there. My mom was born in 1960, and I was born in 77, so she had me when she was 17. And then, but yeah, though, just basically just growing up, you know what I'm saying, just going through the trials and tribulations of growing up in the hood, being in New Jersey, coming to California, you know what I'm saying, my mom's went through the whole dope era, and then with that being said, I got snatched from her, which put me into a different bunch of foster homes and group homes. So I was like in houses and homes with a bunch of different kids of all different races and all different cultures. So like one day I was rooming with some white kids, they had that Metallica and Megadeth and all that type stuff, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like, and then you had like a couple of the cats with the country music. And then I remember this one cat who was really preppy, but he was all into, jazz, like that Kenny G. I'm like, yo, this dude came with the Jerry curl, I'm like, he was ready for the world, but this fool's like bumping like, some jazz or whatever. So with all that being said, me being in an accumulated formula of different types of music from all different types of era, when I was frustrated and going through anger and I was mad because I just like, when it comes to law, authority, or anyone trying to tell you what to do, what time to go to bed, what time to wake up, when to eat lunch, when to eat breakfast, when to eat dinner, you know what I mean? You only get to go out on the weekends. You got to scrub the wall, scrub the floors for a $2 allowance a week, and then they take you to the 7-Eleven to go buy a Slurpee and a comic book. You know what I mean? I went through that for like 13 years. Then I got my high school diploma when I was like 18 and a half. And then the money that I saved up from the orphanages and group homes, I put myself through college, and I went to college for 7 years as a medical assistant, x-ray technologist. I could do EKGs, phlebotomy, all that stuff, but the mic was my passion. And as well as working in the hospitals and helping people, you know what I mean? I just found so much just a fulfillment and just looking out for people, because I just think that throughout my whole life, I had a bunch of people looking out for me, taking care of me, whether if they was getting a paycheck to watch me for 8 hours a day, or if it was just a lovely home who just really wanted to look out for a youngster and try to show me the right way. So after going through like 13 group homes, I really accumulated a whole lot of knowledge. And just going through the trials and tribulation, I started putting it on paper, you know what I mean? And just really went beast mode with it, you know what I mean? Like on some black RoboCop type thing, just boom, 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 just eating bar at the bar, along the line, just killing papers, notepads, grocery bags. Anytime I had a marker or a pen, I was just sitting there. I mean, if I was really grimy, I would take a key to the car. It's like, it was so ill, and this rhyme is so dope, it's gonna be permanent. And every time you drive down the street, you're gonna see it. And they're like, yo, your car's all scratched up. But that's a masterpiece.
That's heavy.
That's a masterpiece, son. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I was a knucklehead. You know what I mean? The first time I went to jail, I was drunk drinking 40s, and I went inside and tried to jack a video shop. You know what I mean? We had the pad blazed out of our minds watching Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like, yo, we need to get some more cartoons, son. This animation stuff is like,
Dragon Ball Z was epic, though.
Yeah, it was crazy. Epic. Like, yo, they cussing and the things they're doing. I'm like, yo.
Wait, which trilogies did you watch?
Oh, man, Akira. I was Akira, Ninja Scroll, Sword for Truth. You know, I was all into the whole, I think it was like the Garlic Saga. Brawly, homie. Brawly was my dude.
Yeah.
I'm like Brawly, homie. I came at it like that. Brawly, the whole Brawly saga was beast. It was ridiculous, son. And yeah, man,
All right.
I was a youngster, did something stupid, and then I got caught robbing a video store. I had a pocket full of money. My other two homies had their videos in their shirts, and they walked out. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got my videos. I'm getting ready to walk out, and some dude dressed in Dickies, Converse, and a t-shirt, looking just like a hoodlum, was like, yo, stop. Store security. I'm like, what? Gone. And then these fools caught me in the parking lot between the grocery store and Home Depot. But yeah, man, those are lifestyles. But yeah, all that accumulated to just the mental mind frame that I'm at right now. To put things in the lyrics. I had a hard life. I had an opportunity to go way and beyond and deep into the whole knucklehead. I'm like, yeah, I ran the streets. I slanged this. I slanged that. Did things that I wasn't supposed to do. But the Almighty upstairs is a good man, a good God, a blessed man, and I thank him for everything, and I'm thinking that he gave me the heart, the strength, and the knowledge to really to sit here and think and say, you know what, I got talent, I got something to say, and just thankful that he put them opportunities in front of me to really just put my mentals on paper and just to become who I am today. An artist who sold over 50,000 CDs independently. I got 3 music award nominations. And became a millionaire or half a millionaire by 2002. Had $500,000. But just as quick as it came, as quick as it went. That's another lesson in life. Everybody's your friend. Everybody loves you, and you got homies and family you ain't seen in years coming at you. What's up, nephew? Let me get a couple dollars. Seriously? Like, this is the 500th time you asked me for a couple dollars. I'm broke. Oh well, okay then. I guess I don't need you no more. And that's how it was, man. People came and go, man. It's just. I went through it though. It's life, man, life.
Yeah. Would you please repeat? Yeah. Name a point in time when things started to change for the better.
When I got signed, I was frying chicken at KFC, and I was working at Toys R Us. I was frying chicken in the mornings, and I was unloading boxes of Barbie dolls off the truck at night, and I had a few opportunities to start opening up on some shows, and I was opening up for Ice-T and Too Short, and started to tour with like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Cypress Hill, a lot of them cats, and then I ended up going to a Jizza show, and I was actually at the show to film my homeboy set, and got backstage, and some cats were freestyling, and I was just a dude, I was just a camera dude, and I was just kind of like, these cats got signed? Like, these guys got signed? I was like, hold on. I just started throwing up on these cats like that's you guys are gonna sign that? Well, hold on, let me show you what I can do. And when I was done, they were like, you got a CD? I'm like, I think I got one in the car. I'm just a camera dude, but yeah, that's how I got signed. Okay. I just went backstage and just ate up a bunch of MCs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just throwing up on them like, battery acid, disintegrated, done. You know what I mean?
What inspires you to make the music that you make?
I was always into music. 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 I was always into the inspiration is just basically just making people open up their third eye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Which
the
is
new,
very
yeah,
important.
you know, New World Order is here. The Reptilian Nation is here. Revelation is real. It's reality. You know, people need to, you know, shut off their TVs, shut down their computers, pick up a book and educate yourself because the dark days is here. Times is real. The devil's been here. He's got all his minions out here, you know what I'm saying, playing tricks and stuff on people's minds, bodies, souls, and spirits. So it's just my job is to come out here, just really just spit knowledge, truth, and fact. You know what I mean? You can buy one of my albums and out of like 15 tracks, you might hear like 3 cuss words.
Yeah, and the devil carries a Bible too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nobody, at the end of the day, people are afraid of reality. People are afraid of truth. So, you know, you have so many people these days who have dumbed down their music just to get on the radio. But the true, real spitters, the hip hop, the ones who are out here spitting that God body knowledge, we keep it raw, rugged, and real, and we keep it in the streets. And that's the reason why we have some of the biggest fan bases over 20 years. Like we just coming out here just doing it, and that's my goal. My goal is to keep educating you and keep just making you just go like, oh my God, did he just say that? Like it's just shock theory. You know, through all my learnings and education and just all my experiences, you know what I mean? And I'm a big man on education. Like I love education. Like I just love learning. Like when I'm at home, I sit there and I watch like National Geographic, Channel stuff on pyramids. To me, knowledge is the best key. A mind is a terrible thing in ways. And to all my people, whether if you're black, white, Chinese, Ethiopian, I don't care. Educate your mind, because them devils are here and they're here to take you for all you got, son. You all think 12 years as a slave is a movie. Yo, that's a reality. Y'all live in that robot, like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's so stuck in video games and computers. They're just turning you guys into androids. As soon as you get your phone, you've been nicely just told them, like, yes, you can go ahead and GPS tag me. So every time I take a picture, you know what block I'm on, what time I took, and if they want to get you, they can, yeah, the African-American guys right there on 12th Avenue, get them right now. You know what I mean? So it's just like, educate your mind, open your brain, just know like,
Right from wrong.
right, it's like it's beyond right from wrong. Just know the truth between real, false, and realities. You know, the news will lie to you. You know what I mean? All these, and I can't stand it when people watch these Christian Bible fake, false pretense, whatever they be spitting, and then at the end of the thing, like, oh, buy my tape and my CD for $12.99. You want to get a one-on-one with God? You want the truth? Go home, open a book, and educate yourself. It's free. It's one-on-one, and he's gonna give you all you need without having to buy no books or CDs. Whoa. Educate your mind. Simple as that. I'm not here to preach. Y'all wanna know what we about? We're about education. We don't sit out here and talk about girls and jewelry and all this dumb stuff. We spit what it is. You know what I mean? We're here to open up your mind. I know I'm probably running out of time, but I'm here to educate. You know what I mean? The youth need to know what's really going on. So if you guys ain't got time for me to spit and talk to the youth, then I don't know what it is. But I'm here for the people. And if it wasn't for the people, I wouldn't be here. So I'm giving it back. I ain't getting paid for this, son. I'm here for the love. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it going.
Right. So speaking of the Wu-Tang, how many members are in the Wu-Tang clan?
Man, there's 9 members of Wu-Tang, period.
Yeah.
That's it.
How many affiliates though?
Man.
There's like how many affiliates?
Man, be honest with you, man.
I already know how many members.
It's a
are in the
lot,
Wu-Tang,
man. There's a
but,
lot
like,
of
I know
there's a lot of affiliates. I mean, you got just like you got Killa Beez on the West Coast, East Coast. You got Killa Army, Sons of Man. You got Wu Latino. You know what I mean? Like every member of Wu-Tang have signed like a little group or some artists up under them. You know what I mean? Whether they get promoted or pushed, everyone's always picked somebody up. You know what I mean? To me, the ones that are successful are the ones who really just, you know, took it as a grain of salt and just build on their own. Like, you know, like RZA said, you know, I'm gonna give you a foundation. I'm gonna give you a piece of land. Now build, because I ain't gonna hold your hand. Nobody ain't do it for me, so I ain't gonna do it for you. You know what I mean? It's almost like taking a blind man out into the streets, you know what I'm saying, and say, find your way home. And if you can find your way home, then you're worthy. You're worthy to learn more. You're ready for the next step. And I'm worthy. You can blindfold me, you can put the shackles on my ankles, tie my hands behind my back and beat me like a slave, but I will always ride to the top like a black man, because I will always walk on my 2 feet and die on my knees like a punk. Real crap. That's just what it is. I'm a soldier for fortune, I'm a soldier for truth, I'm a soldier for people of all races, shapes, and colors, and I will do anything I can to help out the next man off the street, feed the next man, and do whatever I can to assist and educate him so he can sit there and feed himself and continue on throughout his next journeys. That's life. Pay it forward.
For sure. And the next man has to be willing to do that too.
Hey, you teach a man how to fish, you eat forever.
For sure. No doubt. Also, how was it like working with the Wu, with members of the Wu?
What do you mean by that?
How have you had the chance to work with members from
Oh,
the Wu?
yeah. Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? I worked with Raekwon, I worked with Cap, you know, Killa Priest, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, of course, with me being on the tours like that, I've been with RZA, you know what I mean? Just not really getting in the lab all the time and recording a whole lot. But at the end of the day, though, how many Wu affiliates have actually recorded songs with the main clan members? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things like, you know, I'm on like over 10 Wu-Tang mixtapes. And, you know, so just to be on the albums with the same roster, you know what I mean, it's cool. I tour with Killa Priest, like, you know, all the time. You know what I mean? And then, like, when I go to Rock the Bells or Wu concerts, I'm backstage chilling with the boys, so like that. But, you know what I mean? But it's just mostly just catching them when they're free. But, you know, just really, at the end of the day, you know, if you really want to get in the lab with one of the main homies, you got to have paper.
Right.
You know what I mean? You still got to pay, you know what I mean? But it's just, everyone's busy. You know what I mean? It's just there's so many people out there who are really just wanting the attention and wanting the time of Wu affiliates that everyone's always going. So if money ain't talking, nobody ain't walking. That's just the reality of it. Yeah. And I'm not gonna be paying nobody no 5 or 10 racks for nothing. Next.
Also, like projects that you put out that you're proud of.
Oh yeah, man. Castlevania's 1, Castlevania's 2. Which those albums got me nominated and won at the Music Awards. They're actually gonna be getting re-released because I went through this whole thing with Nintendo because of the video game Castlevania and my group Castlevania, which is also my label. And then, dun 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 dun, yo, brand new album getting ready to drop. It's not even out in the United States, and I'm actually getting ready to drop it here in Canada on this tour. My new album called Ink Poisoning. I recorded with 2 of my homeboys, Rush One and Danny Che. This album is phenomenal. I bring back that really deep, just rooted hip hop era. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing back the two turntables and a microphone. And then I have another album coming out called War Machines, which is with me and my boy Darren G. Now that right there album is about to be on some super beast mode, like some Megatron versus Starscream type stuff, yo. It's about to be vicious. It's got me on there, Brooklyn Zoo, Killer Army. I actually got 2 cats from Canada on there. I got my man G Murder on there. My man Swan's up on there. Killer Priest is on there. I got some of my fans from Guerrilla Republic on there. It's being put out by Wu World, Wu International, Guerrilla Republic, and my own label, Castlevania Entertainment and Interscope Records.
Right.
So yeah, but this is the new album. So I'm on tour out here in Canada for 3 weeks. I'll be out here till April 7th. I got 6 shows. Hamilton, Kitchener, London, Guelph, Toronto, and Barrie. So if you catch me at one of those shows with my man Static, you can get your hands on one of these brand new albums by your boy Eternal Killer Beez, signed.
All right, and our last question, what is the difference between you when you were coming up and the difference between you now?
When I was coming up, I was still a boy wet behind the ears. I'm a full-grown man, knowing what destiny has in front of me, and I'm just basically just coming at it. Growing up, you learning lessons. It's building you to who you are. It's like a box of Legos. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit there and you got to build your creation. Now that creation is built, that's who I am today. I ain't that box of scattered pieces. The puzzle has been put together, son. It all fits, and it created a monster. Nah. Yo, son, this is crazy, yo. You know what I mean? But I'm having fun, though. You know what I mean? You gotta be real. You gotta have fun. I'm just down to earth, man. I ain't scary. You know what I'm saying? A lot of celebrities come up here and be all stiff like a pencil and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just a loose cat. I like to have fun. Want my phone number? You know what I mean? I'm just like that. I'm just really humble. I'm down to earth. I'm just cool. I'll come eat at your house as long as you can cook. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you know, don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Sure. All right, man.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm out of here. Hey, man. Peace. Love all y'all. Stay black. Stay who you are. Shut off your TVs, kill your computers, because your computer watches you, you don't watch it.
For
Peace.
sure, no doubt. Watch nothing but except for this show. But anyways, yo.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap up the show. So, Eternal, once again, it's been a pleasure having you on their show. We gotta have you here more often, though. But on behalf of everybody on Xposure, I'm Isaac. On behalf of everybody else, we're signing out.
Sign out.